I feel more relaxed now too.
Me
And
too.
and this time I know where the button is. Hey,
Hey,
everyone.
Hey,
You wanna have some fun? Cause you know we're number one.
Hey,
You know how we do.
yeah, we
We're
don't
in the
carry
stew.
guns.
We're in the stew. You know how we do every week. Tune
Acting a
in cause
fool.
you know we're some dumb freaks. Hey, actually, I made a TikTok to this week where I freestyle rapped and I was really proud of myself.
I saw that.
It was
and
bars.
It was really good.
It was bars.
You're really good at freestyle. Like every intro when you guys do this, I'm like, yeah.
So
I love that.
obviously, I'm putting our
I mean, that
voices down by
freestyle.
accident.
That freestyle wasn't.
This one. I
This
just
recent
did?
one, we got way more heat in us than that one.
Oh, maybe one day I should write something.
I was just thinking that.
You're really good with your skabops though.
Yeah.
Oh, my skeeting.
Your ski bops are beautiful.
scad.
So as you guys can hear, there's a third voice this week,
Little peachy peach.
and it belongs to the. Oh wait, I have to shut off the song. Alicia. Hi Alicia, welcome to the pod.
Hello.
Yes, we are here today.
So you've probably heard Alicia's name if you've ever listened to an episode of this podcast. Probably
Literally
100
mentioned
times.
in probably 9 out of
Yeah,
10.
our
Maybe
podcast.
10 out of 10.
I've gotten a critique that we talk like as if we have like a characters, you know, that people we talk about our lives so openly,
Yeah, right.
because we're talking like we know each other and we
Uh-huh.
forget that there's people that don't know everyone that we know,
Right. We talk
because we're awful.
Yeah.
But now you guys, you're like unlocking
yeah,
a character of
you've
this
unlocked
story.
a new special character. If you've come this far, this is
Alicia.
Okay, this is my best friend of. Oh God, what's the math?
If you don't know, then it's not your
It's like
best friend.
2013,
Okay, so
2012.
yeah, so like what?
2012 is the year that
Is
we
that-
became
Oh, like
friends.
Krispy Kreme.
Is it?
Cause you know that I am the baddest of them all.
If you ain't about money, then I don't mess with y'all. You think I don't get girls, cause I ain't very tall.
You know, yeah. We went on a little
Have
too
you seen
long.
my stags?
I bet you that she calls.
Right.
I had a fight.
That's Alicia.
You know he had to change his name to Froggy Fresh.
Yeah, because Krispy Kreme came for him.
First of all,
Do you know Krispy Kreme? The rapper? He was like he was
I
around
was
the
like,
Andy
I was like
Milonakis.
the donuts.
my favorite part about the song is he has a runny nose. It's so funny.
Yeah, it's really good.
In the music video, he's wearing a Mac Miller shirt.
Wow, what the fuck?
And
is
has
no,
a
that was
runny
his side.
nose.
That was like his side boy was wearing the Mac Miller shirt.
It
Not
wasn't
Crispy.
him?
No, I think Crispy was straight up in like
A plaid
tank
shirt?
top or like a plaid shirt or something. Yeah. But
I
this
love
is
that.
my little best friend, Peachy Peach. I call her little because we have a height difference, but it's good. I don't notice it.
I feel like
ever.
every best friend duo does.
Right, and it's like it's a nice like contrast.
I saw a TikTok I want to duet with Michael. It's like the classic white and Latina best friend. I'm like, dude, we gotta hit this with
That
the
is you,
repo.
Michael. Yeah, Alicia's my bestest friend. I call her Peachy Peach. Well, Tom calls her Peachy Peach, was just her boyfriend. And my boyfriend
You haven't
asked,
unlocked that character yet.
My boyfriend asked why we call her Peach, and I said because of Princess Peach, but it's actually because of her vagina. And we recently told them.
Yeah, my mom used to call my vagina a peachy
Mm-hmm.
Instead of like vagina, she'd
Yeah.
be like, "Oh, you're peachy."
or crotch.
She said crotch.
Yeah, like your crotch.
Yeah, crotch is like a nice I was gonna say like a millennial termage. Is your mom a millennial?
Gen X.
Oh, I was gonna say Gen X. That's what I meant.
I don't know if my teeth just like hit each other weird. I don't know what I'll call things if I ever have children.
A fucking coochie.
I
Yeah.
like crotch because
I
it's
think coochie's
very.
silly.
I feel like crotch is like it's not like gross,
Crotch
but like
reminds me of a doll.
because they say not to like call your vagina like a cookie or a peachy because like
Oh, perverts.
yeah, pervert.
Could be like, oh.
Oh, he ate
I like how
my-
you both
yeah.
paused and looked at each other. You're like, perfect.
Duh. Yeah. But this is my best friend, Peach, and
Tell us a little bit about Alicia.
So me and Alicia talk for literally hours about I don't even know what the fuck. Anything, really.
Okay.
And how we met in 6th grade, and we met with Georgia. we've also talked about her.
A character who has not been
unlocked,
unlocked.
right?
Next, maybe next season.
And we were sleeping over at my house, and we convinced Alicia that Ian Somerhalder of Vampire Diaries Damon voiced Salad Fingers, the thing on YouTube, the creepy thing.
I don't remember
You don't
Salad
know
Fingers.
Salad Fingers? Anyway, it's
Maybe if I saw it, but
it's
I don't
pretty
remember off the
funny.
top
It
of
was
my
kind
head.
of scary and like disturbing, and like the entire time I was
hated
waiting.
stuff like that. I know
I
you're a
was
scary
waiting
movie
for-
girl.
I do love scary
Mhm.
movies.
I can't.
But
can't.
they doesn't mean they don't fuck me up like they
Mhm.
do.
yeah.
I can't even do what's it called? A jump cut. I hate jump cuts with like
jump
every
scare?
Yeah, can't do it. Can't do
Oh,
it.
I love a good jump
My
scare.
dad used to pay me $20 to go in haunted houses with him like once a week.
Really? Even haunted houses get you?
No, I can't do it. But anyways, you guys would watch Salad Fingers. So you guys have been friends since 6th grade.
Yeah.
Okay, so Alicia, can you also, add a little bit about
Alicia
yourself
has a
as
way
well?
better memory of our past life.
Like tell me a little bit about yourself. Like what's up? What do you do?
I'm 22 years old.
22 years young.
A Scorpio.
I'm a Scorpio. My
Mhm.
birthday was November 18th.
Still is.
Was.
It was just this year.
It's now the 19th. But I don't know about myself. Like,
Yeah.
That-
What were you like as a child, or what are your passions? What do you like to do?
okay, all right.
Like tell us about yourself.
I love movies. I love
Mhm.
film. I love,
Comedy.
I am a big comedy person. I love having a silly goose time.
Well, when did that start?
I feel like I've always just been a bit of a weird kid, and I've
Mhm.
always liked making people laugh, or I like saying outrageous things.
Would you do it for the laugh, or you're just being like authentically yourself?
I think authentic, but then sometimes I'll just like say it because I'm like, oh, that's a good little
Yeah.
add to the
I
conversation.
know like silly things I've said. I remember silly things I've said. One time I was in the car with my friend in Claire's driveway, and we were like waiting to go inside. We were talking about mustard, and I was like, rat bastards love mustard. And I was just like something silly that I'll always remember. And I'm not saying I started the rat trend, rat bastard, but
No, It's Always Sunny started that.
I never watched It's Always Sunny.
Really?
No.
I feel like I got it from It's Always Sunny.
Charlie Day. Yeah.
He says rat bastard.
Yeah.
Rat bastard's such
I like
a
that
funny.
you just tried to coin rat bastard.
No, not coin it, but in our group of friends. In
Yeah.
high school, I said rat fucking
I
bastard.
don't even remember rat bastard back then, but I also blacked everything out. Like most of high school.
Yeah, that's true. Anyways, a nice little tangent.
Yeah.
So you've just been like silly your whole life.
Yeah,
How would you
just-
express yourself as a child? Like how would you create, or how would you be creative?
Just an active imagination,
Mm-hmm.
like dolls, Bratz dolls,
Yeah.
bitch.
Fuck no. You were saying you heard me on the podcast talking about that.
Yeah. You can't
I can't
imagine.
I mean,
Which is so crazy to me because I literally would just get into these like full on like just lives of other things. That's why like I still play Sims now.
Yeah.
But like dolls, like those bitches would get pregnant, like they'd be cheating on
Oh,
each other. Like
100%.
I would
They put in a
craft houses
hospital.
out of video like games
like
and like
cassettes.
yeah, because like I never had an actual doll house. Yeah.
That's crazy. Did you have like you have siblings? You have a
Oh,
sister.
Yeah,
That's
my sister
age.
is 23. So like we would always play together, like dolls. And like she was also very active imagination. Like we would just make these like fucked up scenarios and like
Yeah, played up.
but like playing pretend, I would always play with like my neighbor and like we would play college. We would just do like fake boyfriends, like
Oh, we loved fake boyfriends. Cardboard cutout boyfriends. Literally make out with posters.
yep.
We love a hypersexual childhood. Oof.
We
don't
were just talking about that
We
before
were on
we
a-
turned on
yeah.
the mic.
for maybe 30 minutes, just hysterically laughing about how we all humped our blankets.
Yeah.
Yeah. And made out with cardboard cutouts.
It'd be what it be.
And this is totally normal if you humped blankets in the same room with your friend.
Yeah.
So don't feel like that's weird because I
Yeah.
feel like 95%.
We're
of
just
fucking
talking
people
about
do
all
that.
the awful things. Not awful, just funny things we would do as children. show old men your tits on Omegle and whatnot.
Oh, that's the best.
Oh my gosh, the
12-year-olds
internet.
12-year-olds are the best.
The
The
internet's
things my little
awful.
brother tells me, he's 13. He just turned 13, and I'm just like, and I like remember. I'm like, yeah, well, we
You
started
flash
doing
back.
this too, but like, it's like also worse because they have
It's
like
so
so much
much
more
worse.
access. than
Yeah.
we
I mean,
did.
but then I also think about it. I'm like, damn, my first kiss was accompanied by a lap dance. So I guess, I mean, maybe Ryan.
You
my
gave
God,
the lap
yeah,
dance?
Yeah.
No, I was kind of just like watching it happen. So this one girl was giving these two guys a lap dance, and then she saw me like,
Jackie?
yeah, poor
Oh,
Jackie.
I don't know where the fuck she is. Like, she's not listening to this.
Don't say last.
Yeah, that's true.
I'm
Yeah,
not
we're
gonna
not gonna
know.
say last name.
Yeah, so you're fine.
No, but
Jackie, you know who you are, but
you know who the
From
fuck
that
you are,
70s
Jackie.
show.
Yeah, she was giving this lap dance, and I was kind of just honestly being a fucking 6th grade pervert, just watching from the sideline. And Jackie, being like the little fucking baddie she was, invites me over, and she's like, Claire, I dare you to kiss one of the kids she was giving a fucking lap dance. And I was like,
in public?
Yeah. And I was
What,
like,
at
you
the
know-
rinks?
Yeah, the rinks, baby. And I was like, okay. And I fucking did it. And that's how I got my first kiss.
That's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
It's so weird how hypersexual children are because the rinks was this ice skating rink in our town, and literally kids would fucking hook up there. I remember these two kids, like, I remember the first time I ever heard what fingering was. Some girl like walked back into the arcade and she's like, yeah, I just got fingered at the golf course, like behind like the water fountain or whatever the fuck. And I was like,
Is that still a thing with, I mean, I know Ryan won't be able to fucking go, but like,
I think it like kind of was, but not really. Now they just like go to each other's houses and like they meet up with like the phones and like all that shit. Like, I don't
Yeah.
know.
that makes sense.
But I remember the first time I ever went to Claire's house, we were going to the rinks,
Uh-huh.
and
yeah, this is another hypersexual thing.
oh my god, this bitch! It was the first time I ever went to her house. Okay, and I was supposed to sleep over.
Uh-huh. So obviously you didn't.
No, I did not.
Yeah, oh my god, I was a
'Cause
badass
Claire
child.
wanted to go to the rinks.
It's
in
an ice skating
booty
rink.
shorts,
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
booty shorts. Like, and it's also
Winter.
fall. Yeah, winter, fall. Like, it was not nice out. And so she walks downstairs, and Terry and John are like, absolutely the fuck not, you 12-year-old girl.
I was
Like,
let me paint the outfit for you.
It's I blame the male gaze. Like
It
wanting to
was-
cater
It
to like
was
the boys in
booty-
your
It
grade.
was literal Abercrombie booty
Booty
shorts,
shorts.
with Uggs. That's not a lie.
No, but
yeah,
I
and
don't
a
blame
zip-up
you.
hoodie
And a zip up hoodie.
I don't blame you
with
at
like
all.
tits out.
We
tits.
all
Yeah.
over hypersexualize
Quotes,
ourselves
quotes.
because that's just like how it was to like get a fucking guy to like
finish
yeah.
it. Go ahead, finish your story, Alicia.
So they are like, absolutely not. And Claire's like putting up a fight. And
Good for you.
but eventually just says, okay, fine. No, it's fine. I won't. And then goes upstairs, gets her pajama pants and puts them over.
Yeah, the
As if-
classic one too. This
As
is a
if they're
movie
not
I've seen.
fucking like idiots.
Yeah, as
Like,
they're bored yesterday. I was like, oh, I'm gonna get away with this one. This will be no problem. I could have at least taken them off, put them in my backpack.
yeah. Just been a little bit smarter about it. Like, put on jeans, like done like a whole little. But then they were like, yeah, Claire,
Confessions of a Teenager.
pull down your pants. She's like, no. And I was like, pull on your pants.
And I was like, why are you trying to? I probably did one of those.
Yeah. And then obviously Terry got the pants down, and
Mm-hmm.
it was a whole thing. Almost didn't bring us to the rings, but
Oh, still got to go.
She
still got to
caved.
go to the rings.
Yeah. Yeah, she did a mini cave, and then, but the punishment was Alicia couldn't sleep over.
Yeah, that was the first experience
I feel like that's a
had.
punishment on you, not even
Right?
Claire.
Right? I felt like I was doing something wrong.
Yeah,
but,
Alicia
like,
did no wrong.
Yeah, no, it did feel
I know,
like
but
she didn't like
for
me.
my mom, like, what else do you do in that fucking situation?
I'd be like, dude, after your sleepover, you're fucking getting it.
What is fucking
what
getting
way?
mean?
I don't know. I'd come up with something. I'd be like, I would take your TV out of your room or something.
I didn't have a TV in my
Then
room.
I'd take your paint, or like I would take
I-
your notebook or something. Maybe I
I
don't
was
know.
so
I would take
defiant.
all of your booty shorts and cut them up in front of your face.
Oh,
Actually,
that would've
no.
been a good one.
I would have taken your booty shorts, be like, these are mine now, and I'd wear them all around the house.
Oh my god,
I
drop
just have
you
you-
off
I would
in
just-
booty shorts.
Yeah, I'd be like, Oh
Your
my
dad,
god! Imagine,
your dad wears
imagine
your.
if your mom went out in the same outfit you tried to go out in, and you'd be like,
That's actually a really good way to like stop a kid from doing that. Be like, this is what you look like. This is the outfit you have on, and this is what they see. They see you as.
"That's genius."
That's actually a really good fucking idea.
That's honestly
parenting tip.
That's what I would do. I think I would just mimic the outfit
but
exactly. Be
is
like,
it-
okay, let's go.
Isn't it so weird? Your brother probably never will experience something like that in his life, like fucking wanting to go out in an outfit.
Yeah, I know, 'cause he's just a stupid little boy.
Yeah. That's
So-
so interesting.
So, anyways, back to the childhood. Like you'd play dolls with your sister and you'd play Sims and stuff. But did you ever try drawing as a creative outlet? Have you ever tried to be an artist?
I am so bad at drawing. I hold a pencil wrong,
What's
love it.
wrong mean?
like this apparently.
With like all of her fingers.
And this is why you need
Wait,
to
here's a pen.
record this pod like this.
Doesn't
She's holding it like at a point. She's
Okay.
like doing her. She's doing her hand in
She's using
Salt
all-
Bae
It's
form.
not the way that my teachers want me to do it. I'll tell you that.
Yeah, we definitely do need to fucking record this pod, like video record it because
First of all, this is a really cute setup.
Oh, thank you.
we
I
were,
just like really love this location.
we were
Yeah.
thinking about doing it in a different location if we recorded it.
Really, I love it. I
Yeah.
think it's so cute. I love slanted wall like ceilings.
Yeah, I don't know where the camera would go. It's like hard because the way the room's shaped, but it's just so hard to record because we need like a bigger team.
Yeah, we were thinking Alicia.
I'll be a part of your team.
That's Alicia's in right there.
Yeah. Now
And
we just need the
literally,
cameras.
All it
and-
is we need someone to like watch the cameras, make sure they don't turn off, and make sure that the audio levels are like staying in the green.
Well, no,
Like
it
a
wouldn't even matter because
Gilbert.
the audio's
literally a
coming through
Gilbert.
this. Yeah.
Yeah.
I want to name my son Gilbert.
Really?
Gilbert.
sounds like a fish.
Gilby.
Or
That's
maybe
cute.
my cat or dog. I don't know.
Oh,
My
so
son or my cat or dog?
Or bunny.
so
Oh.
first of all, I don't think this is that weird because a boy
Holding
that
the
I sat
pencil?
next to in 3rd grade weaved his fingers like this and wrote like this.
No.
He weaved his fucking fingers like an apple pie top, like full weave.
and
And
he
he
has like 2 fingers on the front of the pen and 2 fingers on the back of the pen.
yeah, I didn't know how to describe that. And he would write like this. And so how you hold it isn't that weird.
I
But
just
why-
remember people crowding over me in high school and being like, "You hold the pencil funny," and I'm like, "Really? Okay,
Are you right-handed?
yeah."
Wait, so why hold it? But I feel like it doesn't matter. That has nothing to do with like drawing.
That's my excuse
yeah.
as to why I suck.
I've
at
already-
drawing.
To be fair though, that two spread like painting you made the other day, it's kind of cool.
Okay, yes, but that was also with paint pens.
Oh, okay.
Like I don't
That's-
have like a steady. I don't have a steady hand at all.
Yeah.
Like
so you do I guess I'm trying to ask, like, do you not try ever? But you do. You actively, like, would you play with markers and crayons, like,
Yeah, no.
for fun? Would you color or?
I would love to draw. Like I have an image in my mind, but I can't put it onto paper because
Yeah.
I just like don't
It's the way-
have
yeah.
Alicia has the creative gene.
But yeah, because
Your
my
mom-
mother is such a good artist. My Papa Tony, R.I.P.
R.I.P. Papa.
Such a
Pour one out.
moment of
course.
silence.
Mm-hmm.
He was a great painter, great artist. Like they,
Mhm.
even my sister was always a better drawer than me. I really liked to play with Play-Doh as a child.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I loved Play-Doh.
I loved pottery class. I've made some cool.
Me too.
Oh my
What was-
god!
what-
Pottery.
Tell them about the one you made that I love.
Would you make the shape like in everything? You'd play with the clay, or would you go and like paint it and then put it in the kiln?
Yeah,
The one
so
you have on your shelf.
well, there's multiple. I made like this like African, like I just tried to like recreate this African mask. This was all for like high school like pottery class.
Oh, okay. So you're actually
Yeah,
making
so,
things out
yeah,
of clay.
in a kiln. Yeah,
Mhm.
and she like taught us, and then I made a penguin. The penguin's really cute, and I had a hat.
Okay, so
Yeah.
I feel like the way
That
Claire
penguin came out
described
good.
you to me was like Alicia just admires the arts and she has no desire to do them or can't or like doesn't want to do them.
Like it's always like if I give when Alicia comes to the studio and I'm like, oh, you want to paint? She says like, nah. Like most times, and I feel like that's the only reason I said that. But no, with like directing, or like moving parts. Explain that more.
Like, I don't, I hate, I just like, not, I hate painting, but like, I'm not good at it. Like, I'm bad at mixing colors.
So is Claire.
Yeah, but it's like
It's a different, like, I don't have the eye for like the colors, like what looks like amazing together. Like, I don't have the steady hand. I don't have like the.
But when you get dressed and you put on an outfit, you like put colors together. So
Yeah, but I also always second guess myself as well. Like, I need other people's like approval. I don't know.
But I don't think art has to do with the way other people perceive things. Like, I could think this is good and someone could think it's the worst painting they've ever seen.
No, I agree. Like, I like collaging. Like, there are certain forms of art that I really love, and then there are things that I'm just like, oh, like painting, like I'll do it. But like if I could show you the art that I've given my boyfriend, I'm just like, I put my love into this. It's not great, but like you can see that I tried, I guess. But like I just more appreciate like and would be interested in like the art of like film and just like I just like love watching people create.
Yeah. But you do want to create your own things.
Yeah, or just like be a part of something. Like something creative. Like, I don't need to necessarily like
even if your name's just in the credits.
Yeah. And me and Alicia have always talked about making like a little animation, and Alicia would be the voice actor because she has that little voice.
So your
dream character,
your dream job.
Yeah, I would love to be a voice actor. That would be fun. It's not something that I've never like actively tried to pursue though. I'm
like taking classes.
I'm like, if Georgia and Claire, like my dream is to collaborate with Georgia and Claire and like
make a
just like this like
all women,
almost like a Rick and Morty, like just like outrageous humor like that.
Yeah,
I feel like I could like kind of contribute in like a weird way.
Well, yeah, because you're outrageous.
But are you into? Because I don't know why the way like we talk about you sometimes, I'm like, oh, Alicia's like wants to do a desk job. She just appreciates art. But now, obviously, talking to you, I'm like, oh, Alicia, like, would you want to do, like, production? Would you ever want to be, like, an executive producer? Or, like, would you ever want to go to school to finance to be an accountant on a movie? Or,
I would,
like, what parts would you want to be a part of? Because you could do, like, a desk job for a production.
Yeah, and I mean, that's the thing, though, is, like, I wouldn't want to.
You wouldn't want a normal job.
Sit on set and, like, help. Like,
you want to be a creative hand.
Being a part, like, partly on a desk can, like, be whatever, like, fun, like, just a certain part of the job. But, like, I want to actively be there. I want to see what's happening. Like,
do you want to have some type of say, or you don't care if you don't get a say on what you're doing? It's just like, hey, you're a helping hand, like you work on this show or you're working on this movie.
I would love a say because, like, I love to put, like, my ideas. Like, because, like, that's why I like work, not, like, working with Claire because I don't work with Claire. Like, I don't do art with
but the only reason we don't is because we literally just get together and fucking chit
chat. But, like, when you create, like, I will give my ideas and, like.
I always ask, and Alicia is very honest and just be like, no. I don't,
and like sometimes you'll take my like ideas and like put them into
like one of the painting I was just working on, Rat Race, I haven't posted yet, but I was doing like a shadow for the flags, and Alicia was like, oh, I don't like that, I don't think that looks good, and I like painted over them, and then I like repainted them to see which one I like liked better, because I was like,
it ended up really, really good.
Yeah, I could very much so relate to that, because I think I've continued to practice my skills. And so I get more confident. But when I first started, I felt like I couldn't do anything without someone's help. I'd always be like, Celia, because she would always be painting and I'd really like what she was making. So I'd like come up with ideas, but I'd want her to do it. I'd be like, can you do this for like, because I can't, I don't have that skill. Or I'd be like, Claire, can you do this for me? Because I can't, I don't know how, but I want to. I want to do it so freaking bad.
Yeah.
And now I have become more of someone who's like, okay, well, let me try. Like, obviously, it's not going to look like what I want to because I don't practice. But now the more I practice, I'm starting to make art that I actually enjoy. Like the painting, I've done like 3 or 4 paintings during quarantine, and I get compliments on them, and I'm proud of them versus I used to never make art I was proud of. Yeah.
And that's the thing. It's that I've like talked about showing Alicia had to do like fucking Photoshop and like InDesign and shit like that. It's like we're literally get together and we're just such good fucking friends that we like obviously don't work because we're just like.
But I promise you, like, I used to think that I wasn't good enough because I don't know how to use Photoshop. And I'm like, oh my gosh, how can I be a photographer and take photos? I don't know how to use Photoshop. I still don't know how to use Photoshop. I edit all my photography on Visco, like a basic. And maybe one day I'll learn, but that doesn't, like, I don't necessarily think, like, you need to be the best at something to just make stuff.
That's another thing. I have the worst eye for photography. Claire could.
Oh my god. No, it's not even. It's just like framing or something.
Yeah,
But you watch so many movies. Like, we were talking about how you like film. When you're watching a movie, you notice, like, in a Wes Anderson movie, everything is symmetrical versus, like, in most other, like, you can't see that style difference.
It's different to me than, like, just, like, taking a photograph.
But everything is, like...
Because it's, like, moving picture, and you could adjust, and, like...
But if you took a screenshot, if you took a still photo of a scene in a movie, it would look like a photo. It's technically... Like, a movie is just a bunch of moving pictures.
I just don't think I try hard enough when I take pictures of my friends.
That's also true.
Lie.
That's also true.
Yeah.
She'll just be like, fuck at this angle. Like, I'm on the ground taking pictures, and Alicia's like here, fucking just at her fucking shoulder. Like.
Okay, no, I tried to get on the ground, and you didn't like that angle. Because you're like, why are you getting, like, underneath? It was California.
Okay, California had serious body dysmorphia going on.
Yeah, it was a whole thing the entire trip.
And it's also because I take such fucking fire pictures of Alicia.
I also
I'm like,
feel
take
like
one of me, and then it's like I literally look like fucking. I mean, it's just probably because I'd be looking like trash.
I feel like it's also probably because you were in California and LA and one of the most like body.
Oh, dysmorphic areas. We literally were talking about that the whole time.
You're walking around people who are extremely skinny.
You and Georgia were just being so...
We were being fucking crazy. Like, we want to go to Runyon Canyon. Georgia's fucking hustling up the fucking top of it, and she's, like, in a long sleeve and was like...
Yeah, I would probably... Hopefully I wouldn't, but I could see how California and being in LA could make you feel really bad about yourself.
Oh, yeah, especially if, like... That's just all you're surrounded by. We were
yeah,
there for
I've never been.
Week and we were like, oh, hyper obsessed.
See, I also don't vocalize it like you guys do, though.
Yeah.
I try not to because I feel like anything you say out loud gives it energy.
And that's what it turned into the entire trip.
That is 100%. Yeah. And I just saw today on fucking TikTok that it was like, you can ironically say that you're ugly and then like convince yourself that you fucking are, and you could do vice versa with you're beautiful. Like if you're just like I'm beautiful.
Yeah,
like,
that's why I never
jokingly.
voice my insecurities out loud, or if I like if I'm thinking them, like having intrusive thoughts about negative things about my body or my face or the way I look or sound, I try not to voice it because then I'm just giving it energy, and anything with energy, like energy doesn't.
You have to give yourself positive affirmations. That's what my therapist
exactly.
told me.
And it just sucks though because it's literally like what you grew up seeing in fucking movies. Like I remember the Mean Girls scene where they're like, "Oh, my shoulders are so broad. Oh my god, my pores are so big." And I was like, "Why did I fucking relate with that scene as like a 13-year-old?"
Yeah. What? Claire's picking up a chair. We're recording the podcast. It's Claire's. I think that's the end of that.
He didn't see the black sofa in the truck.
I know. What an idiot.
No, but yeah, I feel like it's in movies and you just see it growing up.
Yeah, I think the reason growing up that I wanted to become a director and make movies it's changed a lot actually. When I was a child and I wanted to be a director and on TV, I wanted to do it to make people laugh because I loved laughing and I thought I was a comedian, and I knew I was capable of being the next Kristen Wiig if I wanted to be. Like that was my mentality as a child.
Kristen Wiig was your idol?
Yes. Her and Andy
Interesting.
Samberg, Bill Hader, like everyone on
Sandberg.
everyone on SNL, like I wanted to be them. But then as I got older and obviously went through like struggling with sexuality and heartbreak and the struggles of being a teenager and a young adult, I started wanting to make films that people could relate to. I'm like, when I would watch movies and I could see myself on screen or relate to something that was happening on screen, it made me want to also be able to share my story or a type of story that I write and have other people relate to it and kind of create a safe space for someone, like movies have done for me so many times.
Yeah. And that's like a lot about like just bringing stuff into fruition that you have in your mind that could comfort you and stuff.
Yeah. Have you ever would you ever want to direct a film or write a film? Have you ever thought about screenwriting before?
Directing, I don't think so. Maybe but like I just like don't see myself as a director.
I feel like once you start opening doors and allowing yourself to express yourself creatively in new ways that you thought you weren't capable of, like you'll find your true passions. Yeah. Like you could say, oh, my dream is to like help Claire in Georgia, like we could all do something together, but who knows, you could start doing things by yourself and realize, oh wait, I really fucking like doing this thing. Like this thing gives me a bunch of joy, and you won't know until you try all those avenues.
Yeah, I think my biggest dream would be to literally work with my friends, like collaborate.
I agree too. I love collaborating.
Like, but even like I picture myself like maybe not directing, but like assisting the director, like helping the director, just like, or just like like I just feel like I'm not like a solo bitch. That's why even producing, like there's multiple producers on like a set, like
yeah, and there's also so many like jobs that you just like don't know about until you're in the field.
Exactly.
Like just like random shit that you're like, oh fuck, there's a job for this.
And school makes it so hard because I'm majored in TV and film production, and we had a full set, so I learned easily how to do like a team style where there's a director and there's someone running Avid to roll in stuff, and then there's someone who runs the bus, and that changes all the camera angles. So like if you ever watch like a podcast, it cuts to all the different camera angles. Someone's like in the back hitting a button, like camera 1, camera 2. Or if you're watching a live MTV Music Award or something, and there's like 12 cameras, or someone's running the what's the screen with the words on it?
Teleprompt.
Yeah, like and then someone on the soundboard controlling the audio. Like there's a huge team. So it was really easy to learn how to do something like that. But when it came to the film aspect of my major, it was basically like, here's a camera, go make a short film by yourself. And like it's so hard to learn how to become a good movie maker in college because they give you the equipment but none of the team members.
The set, like
the fucking funding. You're like, you told me to do this in my room.
Yeah,
like,
exactly. I think
that's
first
why
of all,
horror though I feel like is kind of
the avenue.
mean, maybe it's hard in the sense to do it yourself because like just it is a lot of editing, jump cuts, and like whatever, but like
Film school should go exactly like this. Listen up, film schools. It should go, you're in a class, right? Everyone is forced to write a script. Everyone has to read their script within the class. Class votes on best script. They vote, like, whoever wins best script gets to be the director. Or
have their script. Yeah.
Or if they choose their script, each person gets assigned to direct a different scene, right? So it's like 1 week, okay, I'm directing pages 1 through 5, and like one person directs, like it should be like as a class we're making a movie, and like 1 week you're on sound and 1 week you're doing
That's
this.
A really good idea,
right?
Yeah, you have.
And
lighting,
instead in school they're like, here 19 kids, all of you make the shittiest short films I'll ever have to watch, and I'll pretend they're good, and I'll give you a grade.
Literally. And then there's those like 2 kids in the class who try really hard, and then the rest of the kids who just like literally took 1 day.
And I was a tryhard.
Who took 1 day and filmed like the fucking city streets and called it like city going.
Yeah, and it's always bad, and the audio is bad. I had to do mine by myself. I thought I did a pretty good job for doing it alone, but like I couldn't imagine how much better it would have been if I had a person on sound and I had someone helping me be a director and I also had lighting. You know, it would have made it more realistic to the times I've been on movie sets and I've been a PA and I was running around, and literally there's someone who shifts the focus. Like there's someone who's on the camera and then there's someone who's sitting by a screen and is like making sure everything's in focus. There's so many hands on a real set and you don't get that in school.
Yeah. And just, yeah, so many fucking moving parts. But back to horror, I feel like it's one of the hardest, but one of the easiest.
Yeah. So you're in school right now?
Yeah, I go to Southern Connecticut State
My sister
University.
goes there.
Does she like it?
No, I think she's taking a semester off.
Oh, me.
Or maybe she liked it, but I don't think school's for her. I just don't think she like excels.
Yeah, I fucking hate school too. I don't know why I'm still here, but I am.
What are you doing?
I just changed my major.
You're fine.
To media, from media studies to communications, with like a focus in like film, digital production.
That's awesome. That's good that you're.
I didn't mean to scoot away from the foot.
It's good that you're at least like you'll have a degree that shows what you're interested in. Do you feel like you're learning about anything? I don't know, because I feel like I only have my associates, but I feel like everything I learned in school
is bullshit.
Yeah, exactly. I had what's it called? An internship at a TV show in Stanford. It was People's Court. And I felt like that was real, but also like wasn't real because it wasn't what I wanted to do.
Yeah.
Like it didn't come when I was at school and we would learn how to run the studio, right? I would act like I'm running the show, but then I go to internship at People's Court and I'm in an office all day doing paperwork. And then on like tape days, they'd be like, "Oh, do you want to go look inside the studio where the director sits and stuff?" And I'd like get to sit in there for 15 minutes and then I'd have to like go do dumb shit. So it's like I got to like experience being on set, but I didn't get to I was like, I want to know what it's like to have their job.
It's also like I feel like me and you have talked about like having something like that, but like independently, like a fucking Tiger Belly. How they don't have like a company who runs them.
Yeah,
but it's just like them.
Yeah, they're their own company.
Yeah, they're just like doing what they want, and it's like independent, but it's still like a production.
Your mom's house.
Yeah, your fucking mom's house.
So you really like listening to podcasts?
Yeah, I love comedy podcasts. I listen to Your Mom's House with Christina P. and Tom Segura, Tiger Belly, Bobby Lee, like Bad Friends. It's okay. But yeah, I don't know. I love comedy. Like I just love laughing.
Yeah.
Oh, frenemies.
Okay, as a avid listener of our podcast, what's some constructive?
Yeah, probably our number one fan.
What's some constructive criticism you'd give us? What would you like more from us, or less, or
That's a good
what's
question.
up?
That is a really good question. I mean, I just have a really fun time listening to your podcast just because I feel like I'm a part of the conversation.
But you think it's because you know us, like you're friends with Claire?
Yeah, I guess. But like a lot, like sometimes.
We say your name like 10 times an episode.
Literally, I'm like, oh, I find myself responding to you guys. I'm like, yep. But I don't know. Like, I guess maybe if you don't know you, that might not work. But also, I think our first cut, or was it this one?
We half recorded an episode until I got a scary text and then I had to shit my pants.
Yeah, and it was also just chaos. Michael was here, fucking.
Yeah, we gave him
making
a mic.
sounds in the mic.
Now he's asleep in my bedroom. It's it's going better, but I don't remember. You could say it again. Just repeat yourself if you did say it already.
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
I don't know. You're talking about like, or was it this one? The rapper. Like I had no idea what the fuck that, but that's like a common.
That's like what's it called? Social media reference. Krispy Kreme.
Oh,
yeah, Krispy Kreme.
Yeah, no,
I
that's
didn't
more
know
of
what the fuck you're talking about.
That has nothing. Yeah, I feel like only people who remember Krispy Kreme will get it.
We'll get
Yeah.
Krispy Kreme. But like, I
Yeah.
don't know. I love you guys, so I don't have anything negative to say or like what you could.
No,
Doesn't have to be negative. It could just be constructive.
You want us to like
Oh,
record?
your mic issue.
Oh my
that one
God.
episode with Philip.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I kept leaning away from the microphone in this episode too. Are you gonna listen to this one?
Yeah, probably.
I
But like,
li-
it might be painful because it's myself, and I will be like,
Yeah, it sucks, but it's not that bad. When I hear myself say like, oh, it kills me every time.
Never listened to a full episode of this podcast.
You're a fake fan.
I'm afraid. I'm like, I black out. The first episode, I 100% blacked out. Like, I got tunnel vision and I just started speaking.
Yeah, I do hopefully want to record this, but like I said, it's really hard without a team. So you should join our team.
no, I definitely would love to join your team.
That'll definitely give you like I
From
feel
the
like some
beginning.
type of
A lot of
hands-on.
experience. Yeah. I
Put
mean,
it on a
I
resume.
really want to learn how to edit stuff.
Oh my
That's,
gosh.
like, my big thing.
Well, then you can edit the recording of the podcast because I just do so much. That's just, and also a reason why I don't want to record the podcast right now because I already want to do my photography and I want to start a YouTube video for the photography, and that's already like a lot of video and editing.
Yeah.
And it's just like I don't want to overwhelm myself because I already edit this version of the podcast. Like I have to put it in and cut things out sometimes. If I had to do that and
A
record
video
it,
version, yeah.
it would just
I
be
mean, I
overwhelming.
could obviously
Yeah.
get on that. But yeah, it would be a lot of work, and we'd have to have people manning the camera. and,
Yeah,
we,
I think once you're done with school, like I'm not even like at a
Miss May,
fraction of
baby.
the amount I want to be doing. Like I think we could do so
yeah.
much more.
I feel like that's fucking everyone though.
Yeah, I mean, that last week we were here and we were talking about what I want for the future of the website, and I like genuinely want that to happen sometime early next year. So I
that
think
could
it's
probably happen.
I think it's
yeah.
just about like putting time and effort into things.
Yeah, definitely. And we could get Alicia on deck.
Yeah, you're
Like-
hired with no pay. Congrats! Woo! Welcome to the team.
I want to be an unpaid intern.
No, but I
forever.
could literally teach you how to edit. You could. I need to record myself. Like I need someone to help me record because I can't see what I'm doing. It's
Yeah,
awful.
you
I
and
need
Michael.
a fucking team.
You two Scorpio motherfuckers.
I feel like you guys could
Oh,
run
I would just
shit.
fuck off.
Yeah, yeah, you would.
No, you guys would do. Michael is really good at like keeping me on task. He's actually really good at that.
Yeah, Michael is good at that.
But before we were mentioning about how like you consider yourself more of a creative than an artist, and I was just curious about like why you think that. Curious.
Just because I think my mind is more like creative, like, cause
But you don't think it takes a creative mind to be an artist? I feel like people who are creatives are artists.
I mean, yes, but like that's the thing is like I've never truly made anything like
Oh, okay.
come out with my like
So
creativity.
everyone's a creative until they make something and then they're an artist.
Yeah.
And you're just like waiting for your first project.
Yeah. Yes.
That was a good ass way to put it.
But
Yeah, it was.
are you were you ever at a point where you're like, I'm never gonna create the thing that makes me an artist? Like we were like, no, I'm not capable of it. I'm just always gonna be a creative and never an artist.
No, I don't think so. I think that I've always been like, I think I just always had it in my head like whatever you do, like it will be meant for you. Like that's kind of like just how I'm taking like this whole like I haven't found the thing that I truly like love and how I want to create, but like I know I don't want to work in an office and just like stare at numbers. Like I want to be around.
Yeah, and I think
Yeah, you want something different.
yeah,
day to day.
I think my advice for you is that you should try everything right now. Next time you're painting
You say that like you're old and experienced.
No, but I feel like I could say that and not be shitty or I think it feels genuine when I say that because I do try everything.
yeah,
Like you can't say that I don't unless I actually don't. But I don't have imposter syndrome that bad because I know I do. Like
A
I
lot,
make
yeah.
music and I've also taken pottery and I paint or like I make YouTube videos. Like I've tried and I've written screenplays and I write poetry and I'm always like I take my creative thoughts and even if it I don't execute it the way I want to, the way my brain genuinely saw it, I'm like, okay, well, I tried it. And if it stuck somewhere, then it stuck somewhere. And if it didn't, maybe it could discourage me to try again. But always still try. I think you should, if you want to like start getting to a point where you could see yourself in a creative job, you should try and figure out, okay, well, what kind of creative things do I enjoy doing?
Yeah, and that's kind of what I like am doing by like changing my major. Cause
Yeah,
like,
and that's awesome.
media studies wasn't exactly what I thought it would be. It was just like it says, more studying.
Fucking-
than, like,
Just
than
not the
doing.
move.
Yeah, and so I really do want to learn how to like edit, like we were talking about, and just like try different things. But I don't know.
Yeah, you were looking at internships earlier this year before COVID.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
Sesame Street.
Earlier, we were talking about how writing screenplays could sometimes be so intimidating because
Or yeah, like writing anything.
Yeah,
Writing
I mean, I
anything.
just think like I've always had that like, who the fuck do you think you are? Mind of,
but
like,
it's probably because you've watched so many great movies growing up, and the people you aspire to be like are so well renowned, and they're also all men. Sadly, I feel like the film industry is very male oriented, and if there are female actresses, they're never the highest paid. Like,
see, I don't even think that's discouraged me, like the male thing. I've always just been like it's just been like a me thing. I'm like like what do, like I don't think.
no, but even subconsciously, I feel like I never thought I always thought it was a me thing too. But as I've gotten older and I see like statistics, I'm like, oh, it's because there was no representation. Like, I didn't have a favorite movie directed by a woman until last year, 2 years ago, because I never even thought about it.
What movie?
It was Lady Bird. It was Greta Gerwig, and then
That was the movie that came to my mind.
yeah, and that's so sad because like there's like 15 famous female directors. If you Google like female directors, the 15 come up, and like that's it.
Yeah.
And then I could probably name 50 male directors off the top of my head if I had to, you know? So, like, subconsciously, I'm like, oh, shit, I don't belong in that field.
Yeah, I wonder if that's like, I don't know. I guess I've never really thought.
And when you think about
have you thought about it like that?
I just look at it like the things that I create sometimes are stupid and nobody will like them.
That's how I thought, too. I've always thought that way.
I still feel like
And
that
I don't think it's a
sometimes.
gender thing. I think it's just like people are gonna think. I don't know. It's just I have a fear of rejection.
Yeah, just get
It's a
nervous.
big fear of rejection.
I have a big my fear of rejection shows in a way like if I want to do something so bad, I procrastinate the fuck out of it because I'm scared I won't create what I want to, or it won't be good. But it's weird because it's always fucking good. I always, well, in photography sense, like I always usually am like, wow, I did a good job here. Of course, sometimes I'm like, I could have done better, but I've never created something that was so garbage that I was disappointed in myself.
I feel like I fucking have. Jesus.
Really? Even for trying?
100%.
Yeah,
I
I've
look at
fucked some shit
I
up.
look at shit and I'm like, oh my God, that'll never see the fucking light of day. Paint right the fuck over it, or just like delete. I'm like, I can't believe I just wrote that.
Even
I
like
guess
YouTube videos
in
I've
that way.
attempted. Like
Yeah.
to film by
I've
myself.
thrown YouTube videos in the fucking trash.
I remember I just like, and this one wasn't even like an actual like, it was like sort of a rant, but it wasn't bad. But I rewatched it and I was just like, oh God, who the fuck cares? Like,
Yeah, I guess I was specifically talking about photography because every photo shoot I've ever done, I've never like thrown a photo shoot away. But when it comes to other types of projects, of course, I've crumpled a piece of paper or painted over a canvas or deleted a YouTube video because there was no one there to help me film it and the whole thing was out of focus. Or I've filmed whole videos where I didn't turn on the microphone, you know?
like I can't keep a diary because I will read back on it months later.
Oh no, that's
and then I'll destroy it.
I can't reread
you
my
destroy
diary.
it.
Yeah, I
No.
don't have any writing from my childhood because I've destroyed it.
I have
What,
my
like
from
months or years later.
embarrassment?
Just from like, oh my God, what is wrong with you? You cringy bitch.
Really? If
Yeah.
you don't think it's
Even
funny?
my fan fiction, I wish I still had my Vampire Diaries fan fiction. I deleted it out of just like pure like embarrassment.
What?
Yeah. I like
Really?
I can't like I'll even Instagram stories. I'll delete them early because I'll feel like awkward.
I've done that for Instagram stories too, but I never mind writing in like a journal.
Yeah, no, I always. I
Really?
don't. I think I have things from high school, but I like force myself to keep them. But
That's
not
really
everything.
funny.
Dude, I'm such an eclectic bitch. I'm like a memory hoarder where I have shoe boxes of things people have given me, and I extensively journaled from when on my 20th birthday I started a journal, and I've kind of fell off, but I still have a journal from when I'm 20, 21, 22, and 23. And
Yeah.
like I
You were going hard.
I was going sicko. I would like put Polaroids on pages for a day and like draw little doodles and like put
Yeah.
tape in it, like fancy ass fucking tape.
Mm-hmm.
And I cannot read it back. I cannot read things that I've written back. I will throw up. I'll throw the fuck up.
I think they're
Mm-mm.
funny.
I got a typewriter my junior year of high school, I think. And I think I've kept every single thing I've written on my typewriter
Mm-hmm.
just because I'm like the ink.
Expensive.
And like I'd like so I've like written some like really bad poetry and just like thoughts,
yeah.
but I refuse to get rid of them purely because they were on typewriter ink.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
I don't-
love
I wouldn't-
my
yeah.
typewriter. I'm like, this is deep as fuck.
Oh my god!
Just-
My mom's like, "You're never gonna use it." I'm like, "Yes, I will," and I like haven't used it in like a year.
I
Does
love
it still have ink in it?
Yeah,
Oh shit, bitch.
mine
that
has
works.
blue ink,
now
baby,
I'm gonna
because
type
I'm
in it when I go home.
You
aesthetic.
should. That would be fun.
That would be
Yeah.
really fun. I want to start doing this
Like
thing.
like a cute like
My typewriter.
Tom doesn't
I
listen
do
to
my
this.
script.
Does Tom listen to this? You could
Oh
do
my god,
Tom's
write a
person-
script on your typewriter. That
That'd
would
be
be
fun.
That would be
so
cool.
fun. I hope you write something. I hope that
Well,
this
I'll write something
conversation
for
has
you.
inspired.
I
If
think
you
it
wrote,
has.
I hope if you do write something, like I would be willing to like do a short film with you. Like if we built a team, a script, an idea. I have ideas for a short film. Like I have multiple, but I've never just had enough people to film it and act in it where it's like this has to stay an idea until I have the funds to do so, or just enough people where it doesn't feel
It
so
could
heavy.
work, yeah.
I've always wanted to try acting. I think I want to try one of everything.
Yeah, I think you should. That's how I feel. Because how are you truly going to know what you like unless you try?
Something and
Yeah.
like know what you're good at, know what you're bad at.
Uh-huh.
And that's another thing. I think I've always been very afraid to try.
Yeah. Oh yeah, because you like you said before earlier, you don't take yourself like seriously.
Yeah.
Where you're like, who the fuck am I to
But
be
what's
like,
it? What's it?
Because even when we were young and we would do fucking Just Dance, Alicia like wouldn't want to dance with us.
No. I would dance with you. It was We Sing It.
Oh, we sing it. We sing it.
You're
Excuse me.
beautiful.
Yeah,
yeah.
well, no, because I've always hated my voice, and I've been told that I'm tone
But you want to
deaf.
be a voice actor.
No,
Oh,
because
just
I got
singing.
because it's annoying.
No.
No, but it's like it's literally
I think your
like a
voice is
bunny.
cute.
I could do scary voices like this.
Yes.
I love that.
I do. I love doing.
sucks cocks in hell.
I love doing silly voices.
Yeah,
I
no.
mean, Canadian's one of my favorites.
Mm-hmm. First episode has Canadian in it.
Mm-hmm.
I did.
But
enjoyed
what's it
that.
been like? So you guys are like a trio, you, Georgia, and Claire.
Yeah,
What's
we
it
haven't
been
seen
like?
Georgia in
I
a
miss
minute.
her
What's it
Yeah, I
been
miss her
like?
too.
Georgia, very much so, like being a writer and writing screenplays, and Claire, very much so, like being a painter and doing her thing. Has that ever inspired you to like try, or has it been more intimidating to be like, oh shit, my friends are really good at what they do? How do I do the thing?
That's a good question.
Yeah, I think so. Like, I mean, I just know that I can't do what Claire does in terms of art because like she is like a good painter. She
Just
can draw
naturally
really well. Yeah,
skilled.
Thank you.
and it's just not what I'm interested in anyways. Like, it's just
Yeah.
not my favorite thing to do.
But
even
you-
coloring, like I don't
Yeah.
love to color.
Yeah, it takes like fucking.
But you
patience
appreciate it.
and-
You're-
Yeah,
you would, like, go to a
I
museum and have fun?
love her art. I love watching her create.
Mhm.
Like,
Yeah,
I
just
even,
pieces
like-
of mine hanging in your room.
Yeah, I even like helping her just like color something in, like.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't necessarily want to make something of my own, or if I have an idea and I tell her like, I want you to paint this for me, like
Like the Momo.
Momo.
Momo
yeah.
was such a good. That was your idea.
It was my idea.
Alicia saw this like mermaid tail pinata, and she was like, that looks like fucking Momo, the 2 ears from Avatar." And she was like, "You need to fucking paint that."
Yeah, we have a
We
picture of
did.
it.
Yeah.
We'd have to show
You
you.
have to
It's
show
so
me.
good.
But
It's
what
so
about
good.
what about Georgia? Because I feel like Georgia does something similar.
Georgia
to what
is
you
an
would aspire to
amazing
do.
writer, and so I think that is very intimidating in the sense of like, but also like it's intimidating, but Georgia is such a helper.
Mm-hmm.
Like she's like, oh yeah, I'll edit your work. Like I'll do this. Like she's so willing to help.
Yeah, that's awesome. Have you ever written something and sent it to her, like creatively, like a creative project?
I mean, literally a school. Like I've written like like an alternative like ending for a fucking book. I remember it was like The Circle. Have you ever seen that movie?
I feel like it sounds so familiar, but no.
Yeah, it wasn't a bad movie to be honest, but I had to write an alternative ending in like script form, and I didn't know how to write like a script.
Yeah, I only know because I was taught by someone who wrote them as a job every day or every week.
And Georgia showed me how to write scripts, and like she showed me this website, and she's like, "Oh yeah, you should like do it for whatever." And like, I think a big mind block is also like depression
Yeah.
and like anxiety, like especially during the school year. Like it's just hard for me to even think of or just get the motivation to put an idea down.
You know how many times this week I've like wanted to do photo shoots, and then day of I'm like, no, I can't, sorry. And I want to. I see the picture in my head and I'm like, wow, that'll look beautiful. Everyone will love it. Like I'll love it. I'll have another picture for my portfolio. But when it comes to actually like charging my camera and them coming over and me doing their makeup and putting them in the outfit, I don't want to. And I'm like, do I actually love doing this if I don't want to do it? And I'm like, no,
procrastinating things you love is literally depression at its best.
Exactly.
I haven't finished a book in like 2 years, but I do love to read. Like I have this series that Dorothy Must Die. It's a great series if anyone wants to watch or listen on Audible.
It's good. What's
I don't
it
know
about?
if it's on Audible, but it's like
Don't give Audible that free plug.
Yeah, they have to pay us
shit.
for that.
Ble- bleep that out, bleep that out.
Yeah.
No, but I don't know. It's just it's an alternative reality of like The Wizard of Oz. It's
I have seen that. A girl let me borrow it in high school, and I never read it, but I read a book. I read The Alchemist this summer, and it was the first book I'd read and finished in a really long time. The book before that took me 3 years to read, 1Q84. Really good book, and every time I picked it up, I'd read like 200 pages, and then I'd drop it for like 4 months. And then I'd pick it up and read maybe like 50 pages and then forget about it for half a year.
I feel like that's how I am with this book, Baby Teeth. It's really good. It's about a crazy little girl.
Yeah.
But I'm sorry, I got distracted by looking at my
You're good. Baby Teeth.
Baby Teeth.
Our book.
Oh yeah. Okay, so like I haven't finished a book in a really long time, but like, and I think that's just like a perfect example of why I haven't necessarily jumped into trying to actively make my imagination like come to life.
I think it definitely takes a push from someone.
Yeah,
like, this is me pushing you.
That.
I'm like, hey, Alicia, thanks for coming on the podcast. It's been a pleasure. Now go do the thing.
Yeah, no.
I feel like the Dr. Phil of art right now. I'm like, Alicia,
that
you better do it.
okay, doc.
Doug Zadell done did said so.
And that's the thing, though, is like having people to collaborate too. That's like a big, and like now that you're like, oh, like I'm willing to like collaborate. That does like
I think
push.
I'm really happy you came on the podcast because I feel like I know you, but I didn't know this, and I knew you liked movies, right? Like I was like, oh, Alicia likes to watch movies. Never did I think, Alicia would want to make a movie or be a part of something like that.
Yeah, no, and that's the thing. Like I go like watching a show or a movie. Like I get so emotionally attached.
Me-
I create such a backstory
Yeah.
for them in my head, or
Yeah.
I'll even be like, oh, like why did they do this?
Or
like,
once the movie's over, you like picture the next few scenes or like what's happening in their life.
I just completely like dissect it, and I'm like,
Uh-huh.
what were they thinking? And I'm like, that wouldn't have made sense in real
Yeah.
life. Like I really love to pick that shit apart.
Yeah, that's the best.
Also, why I like Sims, because I like to control the story, create like a whole
Yeah.
Whole narrative.
Well, I
a
hope
whole
next-
narrative.
Yeah, next time you come on the podcast, we'll talk about like your newest art endeavor. Watch Alicia just like blossom.
Pop the fuck
Literally
off.
10 years from now, she's like, "Hey guys, we're going to Cannes, the fucking film festival."
That would be crazy.
Right? We're at fucking South by Southwest premiering our movie. We're having a good ass time.
Oh, that's the dream.
That
And,
would be
Right?
nice.
oh my god, my buddies like right with me. Like that I literally just want to work with my friends.
Let's
Like,
just make an all female made movie.
amazing.
That would be
All women
historic.
All women actors, all women directors, editors, like everything female.
That would be really fucking cool.
No one take her idea, please. I
you
thought
got
of it.
trademarked.
I thought of it first.
What
we
genre
should.
will it be?
I have so many fucking ideas. We'll talk after the podcast.
Yeah,
I have
we
a
could
full
talk with fucking Georgia.
I have a
get
full
that bitch
A
short-
on.
comedy horror movie? Like
I-
Cabin in
I-
the
Get the
Woods?
fuck-
Okay, I have the best story. We'll talk about it after.
We can't give that shit away. Though.
Yeah,
No,
we're not
it's
gonna give away the
actually
gold.
perfect. I have literally a perfect idea and perfect location, low budget. Like I have
okay,
it. I have it
bitch.
ready. It literally because it could be horror. I haven't written the story, but I have an idea. Like, and the idea is good.
Okay.
So we'll talk. But
Well, it's just got
do
me
you guys
kind
have
of
anything
excited.
else you wanna add really quick?
Alicia,
Like, do you have any questions for Alicia, or do you have any questions for Claire?
No, I fucking talk to this bitch every day.
I know, but it's not like we get to listen.
That's true. No, I don't feel like I do.
Like, what's
Not
your
anymore.
okay? Not
Well,
anymore.
well, I feel like we're gonna do something. I feel like
I would
gotta
like to
write
see.
that
Have you guys ever done something that like?
creatively together.
Yeah.
No.
No. We
Oh.
filmed the mukbang before.
Oh yeah.
Never put it anywhere,
And-
just for our own giggles.
Yeah, just from, and I've also like helped Alicia with like art projects.
When?
I don't know. I was just thinking of
You've done my homework for me.
I've
That's
I've done your homework.
that's not
for
art.
you. No, I've just been there when you did the Yankee sign, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, I
Like,
think
you know.
I do most art with you.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
mean,
we've been
I-
like around each other doing like
yeah. I think
simple projects.
Yeah.
I think for me, I would anytime I was with my artistic friends, I would take advantage of it because I'm like, I want to do art. Like, let's fucking like make things and bring them into fruition. But I could also see like the different side of that being like, oh shit, I'm around all my friends who make art and I don't want to.
I always just tag along. I'm like a tag along.
Yeah,
The
but
cookie.
I feel like
Oh,
I feel like that's for now. I feel like you're gonna start creating a bunch of stuff and it's gonna be awesome.
Yeah,
to
a
see.
tag along, maybe soon to be collaborator.
Yeah, because also
Yeah.
Alicia's fucking like I said, could talk. Me and Georgia have tried to convince Alicia to start like a TikTok and a YouTube so many fucking
You
times.
should.
Just like literally the amount of Snapchats, the way Alicia could talk to a phone camera, like it's like people.
well, and
that's a
why
skill.
Yeah.
I have tried to create a YouTube channel, I guess, but I look back on it and I'm like, oh God, you are mentally ill.
I just think you have really like such a good personality. I'd fucking listen to you talk, and also
Cute.
you just like have a really cute aesthetic. Like
It
it was in the
wearing a little orange skirt right now and tights.
It's
and-
red.
I think that's orange.
girl.
Is that
That's
Red.
Look at the Chick-fil-A cup. And
okay? All right, it's
and
red.
look at the skirt.
Listen.
That's why I've mixed every fucking color for Claire when she was doing her master copy.
Yeah, that's fine.
But yeah, like I'm glad you came. I'm really happy you did because I feel like I just learned like everything. I feel like I know you now versus
I'm happy
before.
I came on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This
I
was
wanna
I'm
come on
happy.
again, but like make it a little sillier.
Yeah, we'll
We
have
were
more
being-
of a silly
yeah.
goose time.
I think
we should take a few shots next time.
Well,
because
we
we
were-
just burned.
No, we were being extremely silly goose.
The first.
Yeah, we were being extremely silly goose the first episode.
Well, yeah, we did a first take of this,
Yeah.
and then we had to cut that shit. And
It got real.
It got too real.
It got too real behind the scenes.
Yeah, but this was good. At least you're
Yeah.
gonna come on again.
Yeah, we should do like a storytelling episode.
That would be good.
That
I
would
think
be
I'm a
fun.
good storyteller.
Yeah.
No,
When I don't.
Do you remember
Track
how
off.
Yeah.
oh my gosh, what's his name? It starts with a O. I forget it. He was a director, but he did the alien thing on the radio and everyone in New Jersey.
Flip shit.
Is that what it?
Yeah, and like someone like crashed their car.
Yeah, because
Yeah,
they
went to the
thought
hospital,
aliens
it
were
was real.
abducting. We should do an episode like that, a podcast episode where like we're telling a story, something similar to that.
Oh.
That would
Should
be
we do
cool.
it like an improv, like a whole little improv?
That'd be
God,
so funny.
imagine.
Shall we do
We have people
an
come
episode where we
we
talk
talk
in
in
British
British
accents
accents.
the entire time?
in. I can talk like I'm from Colombia. Hey guys, I'm foreign exchange student from Colombia.
Oh, one time me and Alicia and Georgia had a competition to see who could do a British accent the longest, and whoever lost had to streak in the throughout the neighborhood, and I lost.
I used to have a video of it.
That sounded
Video.
A video.
that sounds Irish or like Austrian, not Scottish.
My British
yeah.
accent goes into like Irish,
Yeah.
Australian, like it
It slips
varies.
a bunch
Yeah.
of times.
Like it's
yeah.
not.
It's not one thing. It's like
It's not refined yet.
It'll get
I'm
there.
so bad at a fucking British accent.
All right. Well, thanks everyone for listening
Thank
to
you.
this episode of the podcast.
We love you all. Thank you, everybody, so much.
If you have any constructive criticism, please send it our way. If you ever want to send us something in the mail, our P.O. Box is
That's
P.O. Box
right.
855 in Norwalk,
855.
Connecticut, 06852.
06852.
Please talk to Claire and I. Like, feel free to
I've been getting
DM us.
a lot of fucking. I've been getting a follower a day on Instagram at
Really?
Claire.444, and I just want to thank every single one of you that's followed me this week.
That's so sweet.
All 6 of you. You are the best, and I appreciate you, and I notice you. And if I haven't followed you back, I will. Just let me know. I'm kind of slow at that.
Yeah, and thanks so much, Alicia, for coming on.
Thank you, PGP.
If you're listening on Spotify, what the heck is up? I hope your Wrapped came out lovely. I actually had 76,000 minutes
me and
of
Alicia,
listening
Me and
time.
Alicia were just talking about how Apple Music is superior.
You guys are wrong. I'm glad this is the end of the podcast because I'm right. Anyway.
Alicia, you have anything you would like to plug?
Oh, yeah.
I want to make a Instagram for my bunny, so
Oh,
look out for that.
yes.
Her name
Okay.
is Charlie. I might
cute.
make it as Chi Chi.
What
get it
what kind of
on.
bunny is she?
She's a lion's head mix, I believe.
That's right,
So
bitch.
cute.
Lionhead mix.
All
A
right.
literal
We'll
child.
see you guys next week.
Goodbye. We love you.